new level. Everything I touch turn to gold. Ain't I something special? This one for my haters, I'm a motivator. I make them niggas wanna do better. I want too much, I can never settle. Settle for less, nigga, I can never. If she did better, I probably would've kept her. But oh well, I found something better, and she gon' do me better.
We on. Alright now, man, you say you got a, matter of fact, it's gonna be your pro debut in boxing.
October 30th.
October 30th. You know who you fighting?
Actually, yes, I do. Actually, I do. And I signed the contract. The management team don't want me talking about it, man, because we got a lot of haters that try to sabotage a lot of things that I do. They're not with the movement, they're not with me, they're not with any of us. You know what I'm saying? They don't like, a lot of people, man, don't like to see nothing positive happen in nobody's life, man. So at the end of the day, I'll tell you, but not on here. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak about it. They don't want me speaking about it. But it's October 30th. It's going to be on a big card. We have a lot of 1913 sport fighters fighting out of there with Tay and those guys, so it's going to be a packed. It's only a pro show. There's no amateurs on here. It's only a pro show. It'll be a 4-rounder, 3 minutes boxing. It's not going to be MMA. That sucks for me, but it is what it is. I just want to say I did a pro fight. At the end of the day, I'm 44 years old, so it's a win-win no matter what, because I came out here and did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what any of these other dudes that come here, that come out here and fight, man. It's a win-win because it takes a lot for these guys to come out here and do this, man. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. A lot of these guys ain't never been hit in the face. A lot of these guys have never played sports. You know what I'm saying? They've never had contact in their life. So for them to come out here and stand on this movement, man, with this guns down, gloves up thing, man, it takes a lot out of a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, speaking on that too, the guns down, gloves up movement is growing, bro, but you know, I don't think it's still at an ideal level. What you think needs to happen for it to go to that next level?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, just in the last couple years, I remember it was just pretty much me and when I was with Street Beats, it was pretty much just us. There was nobody else doing this movement. Then I broke off, I started UFL, and then it was just UFL and Street Beats. There was nobody else really doing it. Not really, that was really heard of. You know what I'm saying? I know V-King and a couple of the dudes out here were doing, you know, a couple of shows here and there and stuff like that, whatever. I don't know the level of it, but I'm talking about on the YouTube platform where a lot of people can see it. I'm not saying Wiz from the Guns Down Gloves Up in Philly, shout out Wiz, shout out V-King, shout out everybody that's out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think that a lot of people, man, that have started with me just from the UFL, Cra Cra Deen, TDT, you know, Tay. We have a lot of guys, Vanilla Gorilla. We got a lot of guys that are now broke off doing their own shows and doing big shows that started in the yard with us, that are all over the fucking place, all over the nation running shows. Santos out in Cali, like we got guys down here, A-Top Boxing, what's his name's out here, Lamb has got a big shit called The Yard out in Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of, you know, shout out to, and Texas loves this shit, man. So shout out Texas as a whole. You know what I mean? Texas, I think, is the #1 place for this movement, man, because they go all out with this shit. Now, I've been in Lamborghinis behind this backyard shit with V-King. I've been in strip clubs inside cages with ring girls, and I mean, literally, man, we went from spray painting squares in the backyard in the grass doing this shit to having gyms, to having strip clubs, to having venues, to riding around in Lamborghinis, to, you know what I'm saying, ring girls and performers, and, you know, it shit is crazy. Like, I've never seen this getting like this. Like I said, we started literally in the dirt in the backyard doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And before us, Kimbo, in any parking lot they could find. Dada 5000 at the greenhouse, Level Martinez, George Masvidal, in the backyard in the grass, you know, with some cones and some fucking wire around the shit, you know what I mean? So, where we're going with this shit, man, we putting on shows that sanctioned fights can't even put on, you know what I mean? Real talk, you know? We putting on big ass shows, man. I mean, we literally put on, I think at the Whole Lot of Wood shit, man, we probably had, I don't know, 50 fights with Gary, BNFA, shout out Cake Man. I think we had 50 fights in the yard up there at Fort Worth, man. They usually have 20, 25 fights, 20 fights up there. You know what I'm saying? A-Top Boxing down here in Denton. We put on 20 fights down here before. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that the more people branch off and do this, and they see that this ain't a UFL thing, this is a movement. This ain't a whole lot of Woods thing. This ain't a Street Beast thing. This ain't a certain. We don't own nobody. You know what I'm saying? And the first time that these groups think that they own fighters, man, then they've gotten away from the movement, man. You know what I'm saying? Any of these fighters can go anywhere they want to fight. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be on the UFL. It's a guns down. It's a movement. If you call yourself being a movement, then you need to go around and move around and do this shit, man, and start your own shit. You know what I mean? And everybody knows me. I help everybody from the prisons to get jobs, getting their CDLs, you know what I'm saying, helping them drive trucks, to fighting that, starting YouTubes. You know what I'm saying? So if you start this guns down, gloves up thing, man, I'll let me. I'll help you. I'll put you on a platform all day long. Whatever I got, I'll help you do. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day. You know what I mean?
Already, that 100, bro. Y'all heard it here first, man. But before we leave, I got one more thing, because you mentioned
what's up?
DeenTheGreat and Lil Cra Cra. Now, when they fight, you know, when that fight ever happen, or if it do happen, because they
with who? Deen?
Yeah, DeenTheGreat versus Lil Cra Cra. Who you got?
I've been in there with both of them, man. They're both the same size. Lisa, my wife, actually almost, Cra Cra had the gloves on, was ready to fight down in Miami. Deen said, nah, man, he didn't want to do it. That he wanted to do it on a different platform. Which is, okay. We all got YouTubes. It would have been on all three of our YouTubes. I don't know, like, if he was thinking like on like a venue for a pro fight. I don't know what Deen was thinking or whatever. Who do I think would win, man? I don't know, bro. It's fucking tough, man. They both got their pros and cons. I think Deen hits harder than Cra Cra. You know, they're both little, so I can't feel neither one of their like power. They're both better boxers than me for sure. They can outscore me 1,000,000 times to 10. Just because they're speedy little bastards, man. They're fast little motherfuckers. I think Cra Cra's a better technical boxer, man. Cra Cra's got USA boxing, a lot of USA boxing, and Deen doesn't, that I know of. I think Deen's straight from the street, but I think Deen signed a contract. I don't want to speak on it because I don't know, but I think Deen signed a contract and he's going pro. But I don't know the extent of Deen's background as far as amateur goes. I do know the extent of Cra Cra's background amateur. I think I would take Cra Cra, man. You know, just to, you know, but I broke it down the way that I think, and I think it'd be a close fight. I think it'd be a good fight. I think the pressure and the counter punching from Cra would catch up to Deen. Shout out to Deen for sure, man. You know, shout out to Tampa, all the Florida boys. Shout out to Deen.
Hey, speaking of, you heard of Neighborhood Boxing League?
Absolutely. I talk to Soldier all the time.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
you plan on making a trip down to Tampa?
We were going down there the 5th. We were supposed to go down there, man, and I think they got pushed up on by, I don't know, their sanctioning committee or some shit, man. They got pushed up on where they usually run fights at, and I think that they had to find a different spot to run it. But we were going to go down there with them. And I thought me and Kunta were actually going to go down there, because Kunta want to go down there too. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. And the thing about Tampa is a lot of those dudes will travel. So from what Soldier says, you know what I'm saying? He says a lot of those Tampa guys will travel. So maybe we can get some of those Tampa dudes to come out here and face maybe 10 of our Texas boys. You know what I'm saying? We'll pick 10 of our Texas guys against 10 of their Tampa guys.
They were talking a little bit in the comments. Yeah. I talked to a few of them, bro.
Yeah, I think they would be down for that. Yeah. I think that they're down to travel. And like I said, I talked to Soldier, and whenever he says he wants to run an event, I'm always down, man. You know, they actually blew up, man. They got big quick, you know. A lot of those young dudes, man, like Cra and Deen and those guys, man, they got such a young following, man, that when it comes to this YouTube stuff, the people that watch YouTube, man, the statistics show is like 18 to like 23 years old. Those are your most watched views from YouTube, man. So when you're when you're a young person like that, and you're young out there and you're doing this shit, 9 times out of 10, man, your views and your subscribers are gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally. Deen's views are more than mine. Soldier and them's views, their views are more than mine. You know what I'm saying? They get fucking shit tons of views, man. So, but like I said, man, hey, shout out to everybody that's about that movement, man. And I only wish the best for everybody that's out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the views, it's about the movement. As soon as these prisons open back up, we'll be back in the prisons helping dudes get jobs. As you know, I'm the cover of Return to Citizen magazine. I help run the Returning Citizens, man, for the states and federal prisons all through the nation, man. So we'll be back out there helping dudes get jobs, you know, integrating back into the communities, man. That's what it's all about.
Oh, really?